Can I get a oh yeah? Hey guys, what's Gucci? What's up? Murise, Mamukaze. Ladies, gentlemen, in betweens, I'm talking to the they, thems. How you doing? We have to greet everybody.
Yes.
I think it's a YouTube requirement.
Let's just go with everybody. Let's go with everybody.
You have to say ladies, gentlemen, and the in-betweens, because they're in between. They're neither they're neither Arthur nor Martha. They're in the middle. They're there somewhere. So yeah, what's good in between us and and everyone else? Welcome to the podcast. WDYT. What do you think? We're happy to have you here. It's a hot day. You can probably see I'm sweating. Yeah, we didn't even think of dressing up today. This heat, my hair is a mess. It's just one of those days.
It is a mess.
My hair is a mess today. It usually looks better than this. Usually, like I even thought of dressing up.
I'll keep my comments to myself.
I even had the whole outfit planned for the thing today, but the heat told me because we even had the door open, but we had to close it because of the noise. But yeah, anyway, like we said, welcome. We're gonna try and make some noise today for you. We're gonna start off, before I forget, with the thing we were watching just now, Surviving R. Kelly. Because I don't want to forget. I will forget if I don't talk about it now. Okay, before I say what I think, I want to hear what you think about the whole scenario. Until you watched the whole thing, you finished the whole documentary. I think it was 2 seasons or something. What was your, I don't want to say conclusion, but yeah, what were your thoughts on the whole situation?
Well, okay, look, I've watched that documentary in particular. I've watched it, I would say, give or take, maybe, including us watching it now.
Yeah.
I think I've watched it maybe, give or take, 6-7 times in its entirety.
That's
just
crazy.
Due to the fact that I've been trying to make sure that I have all my facts straight.
I get that.
I get that. And stuff. And so far, my opinion is that, okay, I've got a two-sided opinion. The first part is that, okay, when you watch it, to a certain extent, yes, what he did was wrong.
Yeah.
In the sense where he had these girls, he was quote unquote, as they say, a pedophile and all that. But at the same time, a lot of these girls, towards the end, knew what this guy was capable of, but were somewhat.
Yeah. They wanted it to be around.
Even though they knew for a fact that this dude has gone to court, there's a tape out and all.
That tape.
You can see him. Yeah.
It's called a golden shower, ladies and gentlemen.
Being the fireman. You can see
Fireman! Boy, that's crazy. Fireman. Oh, wow.
The fireman. Fire brigade.
Oh, wow.
You see, and then still after that, there was still many other cases of girls saying, "Oh, I was abducted, and oh, he kept me hostage. He didn't give me food and all that." But a lot of them, especially after the case, a lot of them had the exact same
experiences.
Yeah, not experiences, yes, but they both had the same beginning story of I knew, but I didn't want to believe it. There was about 4 of them that said that.
Yeah.
I knew, but I just didn't want to believe. There was actually one. I'm sure you saw. There was one who was she was his first victim after the case. This chick would go court, a sign.
The sign, yeah. Free R. Kelly. Sure, yeah, one of the free R. Kelly chicks.
And there's even pictures of her there, while he's walking to court, and she's with the sign.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff. And then he, obviously, by her doing that, it caught his eye.
I mean, she wanted him free, and he freed himself in her pants.
So now, this is the second part of my opinion is that
a
lot of them knew, but were, no, I can't even say naive, because, but if all the evidence was out in the open,
Yeah,
so I can't say they were
Pachela.
naive. I can, forgive me, but I have to say they were stupid. They were stupid.
Keep going, don't stop. Keep going, don't stop. Oh, wait, your volume, keep going.
No, keep going. They must see what happens behind this. So, like, I can't help but say, okay, yeah, yes, you were tortured, you were what, yeah, your article, they were calling it somewhat of a cult and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But
it was a bit of like a
you
cult
knew
following
what
vibe.
you were getting into.
Exactly. You knew what, like you're saying with that first one, most of them have the same story, Kuti. I knew, but I didn't want to believe. That's your fault. That's your problem.
So, like I said, I feel bad for them. Sorry, but I'm not gonna be that person. Like, oh, he's a monster. He's a chi.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you signed up for it. You knew this guy was doing shady shit.
You knew what you were getting yourself into.
And some of them even had parents.
That's my pet peeve right there. That's
like some of them had parents who were like there's one in particular. I'm sorry, but it made me laugh. The parents would be interviewed and they're like crying, "Oh, we want our daughter back." Then when they were asked the backstory, they're like, "Oh yeah, we just wanted our child to be a star, and he said he was gonna make her a star." And then the father was like, "But I had my doubts." But you let the child go.
But you let the child go. As a father. As mothers, I understand, because women are usually they're nurturers. They think more on the positive end. But fathers, we know what men are like, especially when someone's been accused of a crime. It's our job to protect our person, whether it's child, wife, or whatever, from that situation. Yeah. You may continue with your point.
Well, like I said, that's my basic point. Okay. Long story short, my opinion is that with this whole R. Kelly thing, like I said, yes, what he did was not. We cannot applaud what he did.
It was,
but at the same time, I feel we can also. It's a 50-50 thing. Mm-hmm. Some of the people. Okay, I won't say all. Yeah. Some of the people that were involved, as well as parents. And there's other parties that are involved here. This guy did not. I have to say, my opinion is, he was a monster that was created by society.
Right.
Because if you watch the beginning of that episode, you see this guy went through emotional abuse when he was growing up. He went through sexual abuse. He went through a lot of things. So obviously that played with his mind and made him who he was. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not like he was a hidden person. Yeah, we all could see it in the person. Age ain't nothing but a number. Come on.
He told us already. Like in that song, he was letting us know, ayo.
Bump and grind.
There was the one about hiding in the closet. Like
even if you watch his live shows when he was coming up, like when he was like that, like what, that was what, maybe late 80s, 90s?
Yeah.
Like these live shows, if you even Google, I task you to Google them. Some of them you see this guy doing freaking, I won't do the moves here, but
I will.
You see why I didn't want to do the moves. But like I said, he was doing like explicit things on stage. And it was out in the open. Yeah. So it's not like it was something that it was a shock 10 years later. It's not like it was a Bill Cosby thing. Nah.
Wait, after some decades, shows of out, he was actually a bad guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's how I was like, he was a monster that was created by society, in my opinion.
That makes sense.
Now, I don't know. What do you think, Mom?
For me, I will start off the way you did. What he did was horrible. In fact, he's a horrible human being for what he did.
For those who are wondering where the afro went, it's here.
He got his hair done. Yeah, he's looking good. If you want selfies, he mentioned it in the comments and he'll DM you some pictures. If you
want the name of the hairdresser, just let us know.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so R. Kelly was wrong. What he did was bad. It was, horrible, inhumane to a certain extent. It was bad. And we're not victim shaming or anything. Yeah. Let's make that clear. This is not any kind of victim shaming. So now, to my point, I only blame it's not one person, but one side for this. And it's not R. Kelly, because he didn't go out looking. I blame the parents of these children. Why do I say this? I'm an uncle of about 12 nieces and nephews. 3 of these are nephews, the rest are girls. Ain't no way after, let's say, I'm not saying this person did it. Okay, I'm not going to say names, rather for protection purposes. But let's say some big artist that my nieces love is accused of sexual assault and then goes to South Africa where they live and then is like, he's got his live show going on. I would not allow my cousins to send those kids to be in the front lines where he can touch them and see them direct. No way. It doesn't make sense. How are you as a parent going to allow your child to be in that situation? No matter how much the child is a fan of R. Kelly, it reminds me of the Michael Jackson one. Was it Surviving Neverland, the documentary? I forgot what it's called, but it's something Neverland. There's a line that the parent, this one, I'm not sure if it's the child or the parents that were saying this. It was the dumbest thing. They said Michael at night requested that this child come to his room and sleep there and he spend the night with him and the parents be alone in their room. Are you okay as a parent? Nah, you know what? Y'all do your thing. I'm going to keep your underaged boy, or in R. Kelly's case, your underage daughter in my bedroom. I'm going to have your daughter staying with me in my house for an extended period of time to make her famous. Dudu has a literal sex tape of, him doing things.
That's what I'm saying. The evidence was there, so you can't really say they didn't know.
Exactly.
Oh, we didn't know this.
Exactly.
You could see evidence
Everyone from before the tape came out. Yeah, I can get the point here. You're like, there's no stories going around. There's no proof. It's just music, artist, person, separation, blah blah blah.
But when you look at the evidence,
yeah,
and that's one thing that the documentary didn't say much about. But when you do your research, you find that a lot of the cases happened, like a lot of these so-called victims and what.
Yeah,
most of them got into this scenario after the case.
Exactly.
Before
Most
the case, there was like maybe one or two. But after the case, nobody once it was single, like there was just girls left and right.
And I can't. Yeah, sure. R. Kelly, like we said before, R. Kelly was wrong for what he did. But think of it as a situation where you've got a lion in a cage, and you throw meat to that lion, and it eats the meat. Is the lion is the lion bad in this equation?
True.
Basically what happened here is, like you were saying, he's a monster created by society. Society was the zookeepers, and he's the lion in a cage. And then they fed the lion, and then they cried foul afterwards. It's bad what he did. I'm not going to lie. But parents of these children are also they're equally to blame.
Yeah.
They're equally to blame as he is. Because like I said, they're equally to blame. We can't always just throw fault at the person that committed the crime. We have to also look at the people that facilitated. That also includes the people in his team, his managers, his friends, his security team. All these people had a part to play, and they're all equally bad. But we can't only look at the one individual who did the crime. Yeah, that's
that's a good point, and I feel there's quite a few other cases where I feel that sort of thinking needs to be applied. Like, because yes, there is some people, be it celebrities, be it pedophiles, be it what, there is some people that are genuinely at fault for being monsters and stuff. But then there's others where you're like, okay, especially when it comes to celebrities, there's some way you're like, okay, you can't help but think, okay, maybe this was a bit of a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring it up again. I brought up Bill Cosby. vaguely, and I'm going to bring him up again.
Yeah, that's enough.
In
that
his
one
case,
hurt me.
even though
That one hurt me, bro.
it like
Dr. Huxtable, why?
why?
Like legit, a tear almost came out.
Like in that case, okay, yes, it was a shock because no one expected that from Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I couldn't help but think, like, when you break it down, it's a bit, you can't help but question the victims themselves also, because a lot of them, I'll bring up one thing that made me open my brain. When I listened to a lot of the testimonies and stuff and all that, and like reading articles and interviews that were done by newspapers and stuff. Is my volume okay?
Yeah, your volume's okay. Yeah. You good. We'll see in the edit if it's okay.
Like a lot of people that were being interviewed, a lot of the victims and stuff, a lot of them said the same thing. We went to the room. Why would you go to the room of a known married man?
You know what? Again, not victim shaming, victim blaming, but also people need to take responsibility for their actions as well. You know, because
you get my point. We went like to the room of a married man. Why?
Why are you there? For the why?
Even if you said, okay, we don't know how it happened, what, yeah. But let's say he said, let's go. Kanauti. Like, forcibly.
Let's go to
the bedroom. You see, let's say he said that. Why couldn't you say no? Because the way a lot of the victims who came out, the way they pictured it or the way they interpreted it, none of them gave any sign to make it seem as if he was like an abusive person to say like come on, let's go.
Or they didn't insinuate that he was forcing them. It was more like invite, and they decided to go.
The next thing, bedroom, then it's now.
Okay.
Sweet, bang bang.
Chitty bang bang.
That kind of thing, you see. So, well, like I said, I couldn't help but think, why are you going to the room of a married man? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like
not even a secret, a known married man.
Yeah, like also, it's just that I haven't done acting in a minute, so I don't remember a lot of the things. But there are situations where you should just avoid putting yourself in dangerous spots. Like there's this one Zoom meeting that I attended. I think it was last year or something, where it was actors, producers, and directors talking about production safety, and they were concerned about that these type of situations, like the Bill Cosby situation, where dude is inviting a female to his room, she agrees, and then yells rape afterwards, or they are in shady corners together, and then someone yells nabatwa or sexual harassment or whatever. So they were suggesting, which kind of annoyed me, that it took God knows how many years, I don't know how long movies have been in production, but it took that long only to be said in 2022, Kuti, don't do rehearsals, Muritu. Like, what? How is that now? Only now the industry standard. Why are you only now saying, you know what, people should not be like this, so there should be a third person present that's just watching to make sure nobody's doing something funny? And it makes no sense, but it goes back to the point that I wanted to make. Kuji, don't put yourself in situations where you might get hurt. Yeah, it's good to have friends, especially in the work that you do, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in the office or wherever it is. But don't put yourself in situations that will cause both of you to get in trouble or one of you to get into trouble. Try to avoid. Like, my mom is always telling me, don't go somewhere alone with a female. don't be rehearsing Muri Tuga. If there's a rehearsal and there's only the two of you there and it's you and a girl, you'd rather charge the whole thing and then just do it another day. Don't be practicing Muri 2. Always have someone present. If you can, have a friend.
Because she knows.
She knows what happens. She knows how this whole system works, and she knows, things can happen. So you'd rather avoid things happening in the first place. And I would like to also apologize because this episode started off dark and serious.
Yeah.
Started off dark and serious. It started off dark and serious, but
at the same time, we're not going to promise whether it's going to get
lighter or worse. Because I'm gonna try and make it light right now with a video. I was telling you earlier that Snoop Dogg quit smoke.
I still don't believe that though.
I have the thing he posted on Twitter X or whatever. You're gonna
if you wanna hear what we said about X,
look at the last episode.
Those who didn't see the first episode, go
watch the pause that now. Go to the other one.
That actually got us banned from following Elon Musk.
Thank you for reminding me. I tried to follow Elon on X and it said I'm not allowed. It said I reached because it said the limit is like 400 a day. We followed 15 people. We follow 15 accounts. We didn't even reach the daily limit, and it said I'm not allowed to follow Elon. And then I followed someone else, and it worked.
That's why I said I think Elon heard what we were saying about his child. So
public apology, Elon. We're sorry. Okay, let's be friends. Let's be friends.
No, I'm not sorry, Sean. Name your child the proper name, not an email password, a Wi-Fi password. In fact.
Elon,
I don't have a Twitter account, so I don't care. Anyway,
Elon, we're friends. Let's see the Snoop Dogg thing that is in.
Before Interpol comes in.
I have an announcement. I'm giving up smoke.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit janky because it's a screen recording.
But I'm done with it. Done with the coffin and my clothes smelling all sticky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove fix 5. Smoke. Clever.
Yeah, that's the.
So it was an ad.
It was an ad for some for a stove. I remember when I saw this thing, like I received a notification on the phone from X, like Snoop Dogg posted something, and then I received a second notification, someone tagging the Snoop Dogg post, and it said Snoop Dogg it says I'm done with smoke, says Snoop Dogg, and I was very confused. Then I saw a link on someone's WhatsApp status, and I was like, okay, let me watch this now because this is the third one. I have to see this. I remember I had it on the speaker, and Mom was listening. She was like, "What?" She was like, "Wait, Snoop Dogg is no longer smoking." And then we listened to the whole thing, and we're like, "Oh wow, this guy is sneaky."
I have to applaud.
This is the best, one of the best marketing campaigns ever done.
Whoever scripted this ad,
they're on point because
that is amazing.
Because this is not the only thing he posted. I think it was a day or 2-3 days before he posted a picture. Yaganyoronzi, I had something around the lines. I had a long talk with my family, and I'm giving up smoke. Please respect us during this tough time. Something like that. Before he posted this video, so everyone was like, "Excuse me, did Snoop just quit smoking?" Like the comment section was on fire. It was just bombs.
It's just a stove campaign.
It's just a stove campaign. I don't know if Solo Stove, that's what, they call it Solo Stove. Yeah. I don't know if Solo Stove is the one that wrote the script, if it was Snoop Dogg or some PR expert, but whoever it is, kudos, bruv. Or ma'am, sir, in between.
Somebody.
Now that I think of it, just please don't cancel us for what I'm about to ask. So we've got, like I mentioned in the opening, ladies and gentlemen, ma'am, sir. What's the in between one for the they them? Because I know a lot of people watching this are in Zim, and you're probably asking, what is this guy talking about? It's gonna catch on. I almost got raped at a club by a guy. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to say what club this is, but it happened. Okay, so they're everywhere. I'm not going to pretend like it's not going on in Zim. It's going on. That's why I'm staying away and making sure I'm up to date with my pronouns. So my question is, for the they them, what's the sir ma'am alternative and the ladies and gentlemen alternative? Because we can't say they them, that won't make sense. Oh, but in itself they them doesn't make sense in
them,
English language.
That's what I was about to say. Even they them doesn't make
because
sense.
Because it kind of then just breaks English. But what is their alternative?
Ma'am, sir.
Because there's the gender neutral pronoun that
which is
that was mentioned by Jim Parsons when he was still doing Sheldon in Big Bang Theory. He said it, but I don't think they will like it.
Hello, it.
I don't think they will like it. I don't think it is.
Good day, it. How are you?
Good evening, sir. How are you? Yeah, I feel like it might be. They might be considered disrespectful. So what would be the alternative? Let us know in the comments, because I'm actually for real, legitimately curious.
Let's try it. Let's try
and figure it out.
Okay.
So
what is a nicer word for it?
I don't think there's a nice word for it. Oh, it's a picture I opened for the next thing that I wanna talk about.
It.
I don't think there's a nicer alternative to it. Is there? Because think of it. The horror movie, Pennywise was called it.
No, but I'm trying to figure out. Okay, the word itself, it, is there like a more formal way of saying?
Is there a formal way of saying it? Do you have the Merriam-Webster dictionary in your phone?
No.
Okay. Because usually the Merriam-Webster dictionary, this is not a plug for Merriam-Webster, but it is really good with giving formal and informal versions of words. So yeah,
but I think you know what,
it is the only logical, like speaking from a logic perspective, not from like the everything else. Like logically, it being a gender neutral
item.
Item is worse than it. Item is worse than it.
It's more formal.
Like I said,
okay, if you go in the formal, okay, in my opinion, if you go in the formal poll, right? If you go and say it, or in a meeting or something, or if you try and say it's one of the things or things.
But again, things, my chips. Not a shout out to Willards either. I'm just saying, things, my chips.
Willards.
Like I said, let us know in the comment section.
Like, what you guys think,
what? Because this is, I'm not like. I know we're laughing about it, and it's we're making it funny, but this is a real question. Because
you know what?
Yeah.
I task us to do something now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Let's go we should go into the streets and ask people for ourselves.
In fact, we'll start with what are your pronouns and see if people get what that is.
Yes.
Well, let's start with what are your pronouns, what do you identify as, and we continue.
So don't worry, next episode we'll have that information for you guys.
We will have that.
But you guys
data.
Also like in the comment section, let us know what your thoughts are on.
Yeah, please do, because like I was saying earlier,
it is.
What you think it is? Because like I was saying earlier, this is a legit question. Because at least for the both of us, with the work we do, we meet a lot of people that are part of the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what one of my friends. Yeah, LGBTQIA++.
The alphabet people.
It's a lot of letters. But yeah, so I've met a lot of they thems. So my interaction stops at they them. I don't know the in-betweens. That's why in my opening I said the in-betweens.
We actually saw it. Didn't we see it them yesterday?
I think we did. Wait, Papi.
Yesterday, that guy that was wearing even though it looked like it was drugs, but...
The dude in the dress with the thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I even forgot about those guys. That was scary. This is at night, guys. And it looked like it was about to rain. It was dark and overcast. It was It was looking creepy, and they had sticks. They looked like they might have had knives. And then this one is, in a dress, and the other one was also dressed pretty flamboyantly as well. Yeah, I've seen there are some people part of the LGBTQ community that I've seen wearing the outfit that other guy was wearing.
A tie and shorts that are not even.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
What's that, queer or something?
There we go. Hey, you got it. You got it. Queer and some occasional pansexuals have dressed like that from what I've seen. So yeah. So again, I apologize. This today's episode is just. It's a lot. So let me quickly switch it up. Hopefully it'll get better, but I doubt it with what I just pulled up. You're going to see it now. I'm a piano fan versus deep house fan. The brains. We've talked about this before. We have talked about this before. So
you know what I can't help? The Amapiano dude.
Yeah.
He literally, like, the first song that came in my head when I saw him, like, is that
that might actually be what he's singing.
John Bulligan.
Yeah, that's the
first song I came in my head when I saw it.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, we've talked about this before, behind closed doors and these. We've talked about this in our friend circles and when the camera's off. But I feel like this is a very I apologize to Amapiano fans, but this is accurate.
It's accurate, guys.
I want you to give, like, if there are any Amapiano fans watching, and also those that are not Amapiano fans, I want you to actually go online, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it is you use. Look for the top 10 Amapiano songs, aside from lyrics and the artist that made the song. Tell me what the difference is. Because the instrumentals, most of the times, 9 times out of 10, exact same instrumental.
The funny thing is, you've got a very good point there.
Mm-hmm.
Very good point. But the funny thing is that, this is what I've noticed with Amapiano fans, is that Amapiano fans are one of the most, they're like Man United fans. They love.
Well, I like Man U, but I don't really watch soccer, so there's no difference.
Yes, but they're like Man United fans in the sense where they are diehard to the core.
Yeah, that's true.
So you will find a lot of people that will come and say and list differences, but the difference is, I'm sorry, but this is the truth. Most of the differences that they'll come back with won't make sense because, like we've established, you can take 10 songs and try and find the difference, but the instrumentation will be more or less the same.
Yeah.
Right? But then they'll be like, hey, my lyrics, hey, issues, hey, artist, hey, dance moves, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and you're like, well, those the.
And that also, wait, not that we're thinking of Amapiano.
Yeah.
Who is coming up with these Amapiano dances?
That's a very good
question. Have you seen the new Amapiano dances?
I logged out of Amapiano a while ago because I just gave up on it.
Okay.
Is it the?
No,
that's an old one.
That's the old one. That's the time when I used to listen to Amapiano. That's like 2020, 2021. 20, I would say 2019, 2020, 2020. Nowadays, niggas, I don't know, they're like hitting my, like the way they do it. Like, why don't go around my kids? I don't get
music. Like, have you listened to that bass and that drum? We might even get copyright.
The niggas that made the lock drum will be like, hey, you owe us royalties.
They're like, hey, you owe us royalties, bro. That is the exact one we used. Oh, wow. I know I'm sure I never get the music. And the song is, it's hitting it. It's. Oh, wow. Hold on, I need to wipe my tears. Oh, I didn't need something to wipe my tears for real.
Oh wow! Oh no! Was that Joanna? Niggas' eyes will be rolling in the back of the head like that.
That I have seen, and that
You've
worries
seen that
me.
guy. You've seen that guy.
worries
Yeah.
me. It reminds me of that is it an Amapiano song? The one that had the stupid challenge where people just make themselves fall? What was that? What was that challenge?
It wasn't.
It was an Amapiano song though, right? I don't think it was.
I don't think that
But-
was. I can't
but-
classify it as an Amapiano. That.
Oh yeah. Like not the song itself, but the challenge itself worried me the same way this eye rolling thing worried me. Because with that one, it worried me. People are just dropping themselves in random places. No, you fall and hit your head on the corner of a table. It split your skull open. And that's now a whole new problem. And then with the Amapiano one, I'm sorry, I was born and raised Christian. I may have done my investigations and experiments with other things, but I'm still Christian. It makes me think of demon possession. I'm thinking demons are going deep inside you through all the holes and giving you the business. Why are you rolling your eyes? I listen to weird music. I listen to death metal. I listen to rock. I listen to deathcore and all these dark music. The only time I've seen someone roll their eyes in that genre is when they're singing about demon possession.
And then
You've got people in Amapiano. What are you doing? What are you even doing? Calm down. Stop with the thing. Stop with the thing. Stop the thing. What are you doing with the thing?
Oh man. Man.
The state of entertainment worries me. This picture is a depiction of what worries me about the state of entertainment. Because when you look at it, which one's the more popular genre here? It's Amapiano. Deep house. I love house music. I was sad when Amapiano came in because house kind of got swallowed up.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop existing, but in a sense, in the public eye, it kind of did. It's no longer as big as it used to be.
It's not like a genre for it's like for a selective crowd.
Exactly, it's become a genre for the elite almost. Like the rich Balis when they're out with their hands and they're chilling there, and it's like a very chilled spot, and then they've got the deep house playing in the background. It's no longer.
But best assured, towards the end of the night, Nongonzo.
And then that it's called Amapiano, but a lot of them no longer have piano. They no longer have piano. I don't understand what's going on. Is it still Amapiano when you remove the piano? Because it's in the name of the song, of the genre, sorry. It's
anyone's Ama drums.
Ama Diango, Ama drums, most
Ama
of it now.
Amangurungu.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Which reminds me of what's it called? I'm sorry, please don't come after me, guys. Makingwazi. If you haven't watched that video, go look for it. I don't know what would they search for if they're looking for that video.
They would just search Makingwazi guitar out of tune.
Yeah, you.
So backstory between this video. There's a popular Makingwazi, for those who don't know him, is one of the biggest Sungura artists in the country right now. Right? He was actually, I think he was awarded the best Sungura artist this year.
I think it was this year, yeah.
So this so-called I'm sorry for putting quotes, but this so-called best artist, Sungura artist, was awarded, recently did a show, and his guitar was completely out of tune the whole show.
The entire show.
And everyone in his band could notice, and they kept giving him signs, but he was just like, I'm not having it, I don't care.
He was in the zone, bro. He was there.
No, but I can't say he was in the zone there, because if you watch the video, we'll put the video in the comments.
Yeah.
if you watch the video nicely, you can tell he was sober. It's not
Yeah,
like he was.
sober,
He- Look what when he was getting the signs from these dancers, his band members, all that, he was just like, okay. And then he'll just continue. You'll see the video for yourself.
That was the funniest
We'll
thing
put it in
ever.
the comments, don't worry.
That was the funniest thing ever. Before we get to this thing, there's another thing that I saw. Remember, I was telling you about the story here, that family. The pastor in Mutare, whose son unalived himself, and then the daughter did the same when she found the brother's body. By the way, our hearts and prayers go out to that family. It's a very tragic loss.
May they both rest in peace.
May they both rest in peace. If you don't know the story, as of we're recording right now, today is the 22nd of November. This past weekend, what date was that? 26. That's Kunana 17, 18, somewhere there in November. Japres had a show. I think it was in Mutare. In Mutare, and pastor has a kid, 2 kids, twins, boy and girl. The son was like, I want to go.
Oh, they were twins?
Yeah, it's twins. The son was like, I want to go. The dad said no. Fast forward 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m., the dad goes to the son's room, finds him not there. He then immediately realized that Japreza. He went to go find the boy. Story says the father embarrassed the boy in front of people. I don't know if it was friends or whatever, but brought him back home. Next morning, young man had hung himself and unalived himself. Sister found him. She took some pills and OD'd, unalived herself as well. So that was the story. So somehow within that story, I don't know who did this, but if I have a Pabuda question, $1,000 or dinner with Japreza for you? 1,000 USD. Sorry, let me be specific. 1,000 USD cash in hand, or dinner with Japreza. You can also comment on it below and let us know what your point of view is in that aspect. But for you, $1,000 cash or dinner with Japreza?
Sorry, but before I answer that, how is that relevant into the deaths of these people?
I don't know. It popped up in the comment section. I was like, this makes no sense, and it then went in its own direction. It became its own thread. Somehow it just went on. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. I decided, since we already talked about that other issue, the main issue, Yangairipo, we talked about it off camera because it's a tragic story. We don't want to cry in front of y'all. It's too soon.
Yeah, it's not cool.
So yeah, I decided to go to that story instead. So $1,000 or dinner with Japreza. Honest opinion, and be open and free.
Be honest opinion. I'm taking the money.
Someone said musicians should take the dinner.
Huh?
In the comment section, someone said musicians should take the dinner, which is why I thought I should ask you as a fellow musician. Do you think the dinner would be worth
I can buy my own food with that $1,000.
Wow, I like it. You can go to dinner by yourself. You can go to dinner with someone else. You can go with Bay or
because I get maybe people are saying that I'm sure they're probably saying musicians should take the dinner because they must lessons and what, which is good. But as for me personally, I'll take the money.
Yeah,
I'll take the money, Shaman.
Inina, personally, I would take the money, wait for Japreza's next show, spend for the VVIP ticket, which is probably going to be less than $300, in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't looked at his ticket prices in a while. And then see him there. And I've got money on the side. Save that. For me personally, as a musician, I would go for that. Because I started thinking about it. If not Japreza, who would I be willing to go to dinner with rather than take the money?
And who would that be?
Locally, the only person I can think of, and this is a controversial take, it's Mudiwa Hood. I know. It's like I said, it's a controversial take. You see how he's dying of laughter over here. He's holding back even because he wants to go all out. But he's holding back for the gap.
Please tell me why.
Okay, so here's my reason behind it. Oh, it looks like we've got like 5 minutes left. My
That
reason
was a
behind
good
it is
episode.
he's a serious businessman. He's done all these different things. Just last month or the month before, he was flying to Italy to collect products for his store, for his clothing brand, Shopia Kane Marvin, sort of Travel Plaza. Yeah, like I would learn a lot more from him because at least on the surface, he's a very good businessman. He's invested his money well. He was able to get out of the music game fast. With the bit of money he made in that short space of time, he's made more money as a business. He's worth more than Japreza, and he was in the music industry shorter than Japreza. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like from him, I would learn a lot more than I would, no offense to Japreza, but I'd learn more from Mdiwa than from Japreza. Just on the fact that he's a businessman.
So on the business
end,
sector, okay.
Specifically from the business end. And even if it wasn't someone local, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
I know, we're talking local people.
But local people, the only person I would is Mudiwa.
Because there's no way, if it was an international artist, there's no way you're going to take them out. No matter who
no matter who
it is.
No matter who it is. So for you locally, who would you go for?
Locally?
Is there anyone you'd go for local?
Why are you making it seem like I'm mean, bro?
Because it's taken you 30 seconds and you still haven't found a name. And you know a lot of these people.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's where the problem is, because you know them personally.
I know not all of them, but there's quite a number
of
them that I know personally, you know.
But even for me, like, because Mudiwa is family friend on mom's side. So even with the money offer, I would still choose him over the money.
I think for me, Hey, that's a tough one. Actually, no, I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay, so next episode you will answer this.
Next episode I'll answer
you need to think about it deeply. All right, in the last 2 minutes that we have, this screenshot that I have here. So for context, I love watching stuff. Netflix, Crunchyroll. I love watching also a lot of anime and then animated things and whatever, and a lot of TV shows. I decided, let me get a Disney Plus subscription. Let's see how it goes, because Disney Plus has a lot of options. So I just Googled Disney Plus, gave me the website. Lo and behold, it's not available in your region. What am I supposed to do? You're now forcing us to do things we shouldn't be doing.
Sorry, Disney Plus is not available in your
region. Is it because I'm black? Is that what's happening? Is this a race thing? Is it because I'm black?
No, because you stay in a country that has no network.
That one works sometimes.
Yeah, see, that's the keyword sometimes.
By the way, Elon, talking about network, Starlink, Shanda. Talk to the Zimbabwean people that are telling you not to do it. Make an offer that they can't refuse. Get Starlink over here, because I can't keep using Econet in Net1 and Telecel. Oh, does Telecel still work? Is anyone using Telecel? Don't drop your number in the comment section, but let us know if you are. And tell us,
because I know it's embarrassing to put that number there, but
yeah, it's somebody 074. No, 07.
073, I think.
Damn. Hi. Anyway,
that's hi.
Anyway, we're gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching.
Before we get too deep today,
we'll go deeper next episode. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Also hit the like button and the notification bell so that you get notified for every WDYT episode, and also share it with your friends or family or loved ones, or the other ones in between.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok in the future as well, as well as our personal accounts, Jamal Rhodes on Instagram and Facebook, as well as Cool Sticks on Facebook and Instagram. And also, don't hesitate to drop us a comment. Like I said in the past episode, don't hesitate to drop a comment, a DM, if there's a certain topic you want us to focus on, if there's a shout out you want us to say, even if you just want to say hi. We are very friendly people.
Actually, shout out to your sister. What's the name of the company, by the way? The face product thing.
Oh yeah, shout out to Skin Africa. We'll give you the information in the comment, in the description and the video description.
Yeah, amazing products. By
Amazing
the way.
products. That's why we're looking very.
I mean, hey, even in this heat, we look sexy as hell.
You had to make it.
I just had to.
On that cue, I'm out, guys.